So, another day's begun. Here comes Doc Gibbs starting down Main Street after taking care of that baby case. And here comes Miss Gibbs down to cook breakfast. Doc Gibbs died in 1930. New hospitals named after him. Miss Gibbs died first, long time ago, in fact. She went out to visit her daughter, Rebecca, who had married an insurance salesman in Canton, Ohio, and she died there, pneumonia. But her body was brought back here, and she's up there in the cemetery, along with a whole mess of Gibbses and Herseys. She was Julia Hersey before she married Julia. Yes, she was Julia. She was Julia Hersey before she married Doc Gibbs in the Congregational Church. In our town, we like to know the facts about everybody. Here's Mrs. Webb coming down to cook breakfast, and that's Doc Gibbs. Got the call to go to Polish Town 1:30 this morning. And here comes Joe Kroll delivering the papers.
Morning, Doc.
Morning, Joe.
Want your paper now?
Yes, I'll take it.
Anybody been sick, Doc?
No, some twins over in Polish Town, Joe. I see your teacher, Miss Foster's going to get married.
Yes, sir. To a fella over in Concord.
I declare, well, how do you boys feel about that?
Well, of course, it ain't none of my business. But I think if a person starts out a teacher, she ought to stay one.
Sure.
This time, 9 years gone by. Summer, 1913. Gradual changes in Grover's Corners. Horses are getting rare. Farmers are coming into town now in Fords. People are starting to lock their house doors at night. Ain't been no burglars around, but everybody's heard about them. But for the most part, things don't change much around here. This is an important part of Grover's Corners. It's up on a hill, windy hill. Lots of clouds, lots of sky. Lots of sun, moon, and stars, too. On a fine day, you can climb up here and just see range after range of hills. Awful blue they are up there by Lake Sunapee and Lake Winnipesaukee. Climb up even higher, see all the way to the White Mountains and Mount Washington, where Conway, North Conway is. This is a new part here. You all remember Mrs. Gibbs and Mr. Stimson, the organist at the Congregational Church, and Mrs. Soames, who enjoyed the wedding so much, and lots of others. There's Editor Webb's boy, Wallace. His appendix burst while he was on a Boy Scout trip to Crawford Notch. Yes, an awful lot of sorrow gets quieted down up here. People just wild with grief bring their relatives up this hill, and times. Rainy days, sunny days, snow. We all know how it is. A lot of thoughts come up here day and night. Ain't no post office. You know, there are some things that we all know, but we don't take them out much and look at them. We all know that something is eternal. And it ain't houses. It ain't names. It ain't the earth. It ain't the stars. We all know deep down that there is something eternal. And that something has to do with human beings. greatest people ever born have been telling us that for 5,000 years. But you would be surprised the number of people just let go of that fact. Yes, we all know in our bones that there is something eternal about every human being. The dead, they don't stay interested in us living very long. Gradually, they just let go, hold of the earth, and the ambitions they had, pleasures they had, things they suffered, people they loved. They get weaned away from earth. Well, that's the way I put it. They get weaned away. They stay here while that earth part of them burns away, just burns itself out. And all that time, they're just slowly losing interest in Grover's Corners. They're waiting. They're waiting for something they know is going to happen, something big and important. Aren't they waiting for that eternal part of them to just come out clear? Some of the things that they say may be going to hurt your feelings, but that's the way it is. I mean, mother and daughter, husband and wife, enemy and enemy, money and miser. All those terribly important things, they just pale away up here. And what's left? What is left when the memory is gone? And your identity, Mrs. Smith. Fellowship of kindred minds is life to have above.
Hello.
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Miss Gibbs.
Hello, Mother Gibbs.
Emily.
It's raining.
Yes? They'll be gone soon, dear. Just rest yourself.
It seems thousands and thousands of years since I... Papa remembered that was my favorite hymn. Oh, I wish I'd been here a long time. I don't like being new here. But Mother Gibbs, one can go back. One can go back there again into living. I feel it. I know it. Just then, for a moment, I was thinking about the farm. And for a minute, I was there, and my baby was on my lap, as plain as day.
Yes, dear, of course you can.
I can go back there and live all those days over again. Why not?
All I can say, Emily, is don't.
But it's true, isn't it? I can go and live back there again.
Yes. Some have tried, but they soon come back here.
Don't do it, Emily.
Emily, don't. It's not what you think it'd be.
But I won't live over a sad day. I'll choose a happy one. I'll choose the day I first knew that I loved George. Oh, no. No, why should that be painful?
Because you not only live it, you watch yourself living it. And as you do, you see the things that those people down there never know.
Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
I can't go on. It goes so fast. We don't have time to look at one another. I didn't realize. So, all that was going on and we never noticed. Take me back. Up the hill. To my grave. But first, wait. One more look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, Grover's Corners. Mama and Papa. Goodbye to clocks ticking and my butternut tree and Mama's sunflowers and food and coffee and new ironed dresses and hot baths and sleeping and waking up. Oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anyone to realize you. Do any human beings ever realize life while they live it every minute?
No. Saints and poets, maybe, they do some.
I'm ready to go back.
Were you happy?
No, I should have listened to you. That's all human beings are. Just blind people.
Look, it's clearing up. The stars are coming out.
Mother Gibbs, it's George.
Shh, Emily, rest yourself.
It's George.
My boy Joel, who knew the stars, he used to say it took millions of years for that little speck of light to get down here to Earth. Don't seem how a body could believe it, but that's what he used to say. Millions of years.
Goodness, that ain't no way to behave.
He ought to be home.
Mother Gibbs,
Yes, dear.
they don't understand, do they?
No, dear. They don't understand.
Nice night.
Just the kind of night I hoped for.
Did you? Did you think much about tonight, too?
Did you?
Quite a lot.
You are never away from your home in my heart.
I always think about you quite a lot.
There is never a day.
There is never a day when you... Jenny, I think about you all the time.
Do you, Joe?
Every minute. You are never away from your home in my heart.
There is never a day when you don't play a part in a word that I say or a sight that I see.
You are never away, and I'll never be free.
You're a smile on my face or a song that I sing. You're a rainbow I chase on a morning in spring. You're a star in the lace of a wild willow tree, in the green leafy lace of a wild willow tree. But tonight you're no star,
Clinging closely to me,
kind of night I hoped for.
Did you? Did you think much about tonight, too?
Did you?
Quite a lot.
You are never away from your home in my heart.
I always think about you quite a lot.
There is never a day.
There is never a day when you... Jenny, I think about you all the time.
Do you, Joe?
Every minute. You are never away from your home in my heart.